So the governor lifted the ban on the gardening centers being closed. We are so excited to leap into our gardening potential. It's supposed to be mid-50s today, possibly 60. It's a beautiful sunny day, perfect to start working on our garden. We'll see what the stores have. We need to get some seeds and some starters and we'll go from there. Can't wait.
I think it'll be busy. I think people have been waiting to get out and to get their planting in. So I expect it to be busy, even though they've only been open for 15 minutes. So I expect a whirlwind of people. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong.
Good morning.
No vegetable plants, but they might have some seeds up front, so let's go check it out.
There are no seeds here, but maybe the next place will have some. We made it to Bourdain's. So Fogler's was a bust. Did not see anything there. Beautiful flowers, but not really any vegetables. Then we went to Bourdain's and we were able to get all of the seeds that we need, so that was really good. We went to Home Depot and they did not have a good selection really of anything. We still need some starts for onion and kale. So there is a little nursery up the road from the house and we're gonna see if they have the starters that we need. Hello. Good, how are you? Good. They didn't have the starters that we needed, so we'll be back next week to check it out. Here we go. We are ready for a great day.
Got our seed packets, fertilizer, which I hope is good. I don't know. Taking a gamble on that.
Got some carrots, some beets, lettuce, spinach. It's gonna be a good bed. It's time to check the quality of our soil. We have an extra special helper here today with us.
but it's certainly not red or yellow. It's definitely on the green side. So pH of 7 or around 7. This is testing for phosphorus. Or I'm sorry, nitrogen.
It's testing for nitrogen.
This one I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what's going on with this one. It's pretty clouded. And maybe I didn't do it right. I don't really know. So we're not gonna worry about that. In the far bed, we're gonna put pole beans up in the back. So we have our trellis there. Those will go up in a couple of weeks. It's still a little early for beans yet. Today, what we're gonna be doing is planting out our carrots, our onions, and our beets. So we've gone through and kind of broken up that soil from like the 8 to 12 inch range that was below the first 6 inches of topsoil. So we broke that down, we intermixed it all in together to kind of mix up the bed. The next thing we're going to do is sprinkle in a little bit of fertilizer, not too much, and we'll start plotting out where the seed rows are going to go and go from there and see how many seeds we can get per row. So after doing some research, I've got a little chart here that I drafted up in Excel just with some notes telling me how many seeds per inch to put down, and basically should they be a seed or a start. A start meaning a plant that you put in the ground versus direct seeding, direct sowing. And then after this bed is that far bed's done, then we're going to get into our spinach and our lettuce. So we have 3 or 4 different varieties of lettuce, and then one variety of spinach that'll be just this entire bed right here. We eat a lot of salads, so I'm dedicating a whole bed just to lettuce and spinach. Hopefully it pays off. We've got kale and then squash, neither of which we have today, and then peppers and tomatoes, again, neither of which that we have today. So we're just going to focus on the 2 beds to the right here with the lettuce, the greens, and then our root vegetables. Ideally, we would have started the root vegetables about a month or so ago. They're not sensitive to cold as much, so those could have been planted, the carrots, the beets especially, and the onions. We could have planted those as early as beginning of March, middle of March. As soon as you can work the soil, apparently 6-7 inches, you can get out there and start planting. So we'll keep that in mind for next year. But for this year, it's April 24th, I believe today is. We're not too bad. So
Carrots need to be spaced roughly a ½ inch apart, so we're just making little holes to drop them in. The seeds are so tiny, it's hard to only drop one seed into the hole. We are planting scarlet Nantes on one side, rainbow carrots in the center, and Danvers on the other side.
hard to see where you left off.
The bed is looking pretty good. The beets have to be more spaced out than the carrots do.
We have the golden beet to the right and the Detroit dark red on the left. And over here, we're gonna have all the onions. We just couldn't get the sprouts yet, so that'll be in a couple days.
We have the gourmet salad blend lettuce. I picked it because it has pretty colors. And we have butternut or butter crunch. And we have black seeded Simpson. It's kind of got a different texture looking to it. And then we just have a Paris Island romaine. And we've got 3 things of spinach. No idea why I bought 3 packs, but
We're a spinach family. And that's a wrap for phase 1 of our gardening adventures. Subscribe so you don't miss out what happens in our garden next week. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this, and thank you all so much for watching. See you next Thursday. What do you think will happen?